Today, we're continuing our journey through every MCU movie on the road to Avengers Doomsday, which means we've hit one of the heavy hitters. We're talking about Captain America the First Avenger, and yeah, I'm just gonna say it, this might still be a top 5 MCU movie of all time. Stay tuned where I rank it later this year.
Don't say it! Don't you say it!
Left.
Come on!
Directed by the Russo Brothers, this is the film that completely redefined what the MCU could be. They asked, what if we made a political spy thriller that just happens to be a superhero movie? Oh, and yeah, by the end of it, we flip the entire universe on its head. It's grounded, it's tense, it's paranoid, and honestly, it still feels different from almost everything else Marvel has put out, even now. At its core, this movie is about Steve Rogers trying to find his place in a modern world he doesn't fully trust. Something that we've dabbled in before, but we never got the room to fully explore. S.H.I.E.L.D. is building helicarriers that can eliminate threats before they happen, and Cap immediately questions it. That alone sets the tone. This is a movie about freedom versus security, and then the movie pulls the rug out from under you with one of the best twists in the MCU. What if Hydra never left? That reveal that S.H.I.E.L.D. has been compromised from within, it still hits. It turns this entire movie into a conspiracy theory, and suddenly Cap isn't just fighting bad guys, he's fighting the system.
Hey, Cap, how do we know the good guys from the bad guys?
If they're shooting at you, they're bad.
This is easily the best version of Steve Rogers we've ever gotten. He's not just the Boy Scout anymore. He's a man out of time who refuses to compromise his morals. And Chris Evans plays it perfectly. There's a quiet intensity to him in this movie. He doesn't truly trust easily. But once he does, you feel it. The elevator scene alone, well, it's legendary.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Chills every single time. You've got Natasha Romanoff stepping into a much bigger role here, and this is arguably her best performance in the MCU. She's not just comic relief or backup, she's essential to the story, and her dynamic with Cap is fantastic. Then there's Sam Wilson making his debut, and honestly, he works. He's got charisma, heart, and that grounded perspective that balances Steve perfectly. Also, shout out to Robert Redford as Alexander Pierce. When you cast a legend like that as a villain, you know you're doing something different. Let's talk about Bucky Barnes. The Winter Soldier is terrifying in this movie. Minimal dialogue, a relentless presence, brutal efficiency. Every time he shows up, it feels like a problem. The big reveal scene, as a non-comic book reader at the time, I will never forget my friend's face when we saw it in the theater and we saw Bucky. And the emotional weight behind him being Steve's best friend, that's what elevates this from a good action movie to something way more personal. The highway fight scene, it's still one of the best action sequences in the entire MCU. The movie doesn't rely on CGI overload. The action is practical, brutal, and grounded. Of course, the elevator fight scene and the highway fight scene, but the one that might be my favorite, and it's crazy because there's a lot of great ones in this movie, is the Nick Fury car chase scene. I can't stress how much I love this scene. On this rewatch, as soon as we see Fury get in that car, I get so excited. I yelled multiple times, and this is probably the 13th time I've watched it.
Station's array damaged.
Well, what's not damaged?
Air conditioning is fully operational.
All of it feels real in a way that a lot of MCU movies don't, and that's why it still holds up over a decade later. Let's not forget about what this movie did to the MCU. It literally dismantles S.H.I.E.L.D. That's not a small change. That reshaped the entire universe going forward, especially in shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which we have talked about here on this channel, and I would love to keep diving into it. This wasn't just a great standalone movie. It was a turning point, and you can't end a review of this film without talking about the score. Henry Jackman nails it out of the park. Look, I know the MCU has some baller soundtracks, and one might be coming in the next time we review an MCU movie, but as far as an original score, this one might take the cake as well. So if you couldn't tell, do I think it still holds up? Absolutely. Is it still one of the best MCU movies ever made? Without question. Top 5? Oh, yeah, but you'll have to wait and see. It's got a strong, grounded story, incredible action, real stakes, and characters that actually grow. This is the MCU at its most focused, most confident, and honestly most rewatchable. All right, that's my review or love fest of Captain America the Winter Soldier. Where does this rank for you in the MCU? Is it top 5, top 10, overrated? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, we will continue our road to Doomsday and 1,000 subscribers here on the channel. So we thank you for watching today's episode. And now that you've got some time, you can go refill that popcorn bucket.